Hey, yo. Yo, check it. This my special attack, 100 swords, 100 episodes, and here's to 100 more. Who got next? Place your change on the cabinet. Air Combo University graduates juggle my enemies before tagging in the Masters Hero. Pros in action, toe tagging champions getting active. The message will always get near you. Return to the dream team, Spider-Man and Strider hear you. When the mask is on, I can't promise Cyclops to keep his glasses on. The handshake was potent. The inner glow shown as a mega optic blast, trailing behind the Shinku Hadouken. How you gonna dodge both of them? Blast you down to the last atom. Best regards from the proton cannon you couldn't fathom. If you were raised on gaming and put a controller up, I'm old enough to study the meta before I bless you. We understood space in the dash clean. Now we need the Justin Wong poster right next to the pro athletes. Final justice like a primary lotus from out the sky. Stars and stripes reminding you racism is still alive. Bring a plasma sword to a gunfight. Hayato, bring a hurricane kick. Tatsumaki Senpaku. One time for all my otakus who played the console till their eyes closing. Probably forgot to study for their finals. Welcome to the SwordCast. SwordCast. My wordplay, my sword play when blades clash. Welcome to the SwordCast. SwordCast. My wordplay, my sword play when blades clash. Welcome to the SwordCast. SwordCast. My wordplay, my sword play when blades clash.
We in there. Walk on.
The theme song is so good.
It is, bro. It's the best theme song ever for anything of all time.
It always gets me. It is. It's amazing. Hey, it's so cold out, man. It's like a frozen tundra outside.
Yeah. The worst kind too, because it's been snowing consistently, so like it's the streets are just like gross, like brown, gray slush.
Yeah, it's definitely it looks like, I know a lot of people don't get a lot of snow, especially like fans and stuff that listen. Like, it's like when you watch a movie and it's like just they're like in Alaska or something, and they're hiking through the mountains, and people are dying because it's so cold and falling off the mountains. That's what it looks like outside right now.
Yeah,
it's free.
It looks like Skyrim.
Yeah,
like an Elder Scrolls.
It does. Like it looks like Lord of the Rings when they're going through the mountains trying to get to the mines. It's first of all, it's like 8 degrees outside. Second of all, it's been snowing since like 6 a.m.
Since like yesterday.
Yeah,
really.
Night. Yeah. So it's pretty terrible outside.
Yo, speaking of, this actually, I want to laugh at it, but it turned out to be kind of like fucked up, like a sort of a tragedy. But like, they don't get a lot of snow like in Maryland, Virginia area. Yeah, bro, there was a fucking traffic jam that lasted for 24 hours. 24 hours.
Oh, yeah. Like, in places that don't get snow, the way that they handle a lot of snow it's
they
crazy.
Just panic.
Like, I remember we were in when we were on tour a couple years ago. I was in Seattle and it snowed. Have you ever been to Seattle? Seattle's weird, man. It's like a lot of hills, and when I say hills, like they're steep, like the roads and stuff.
Oakland, California is kind of like that too.
Yeah, and it snowed, and they like straight up just shut down all the businesses. Like, we were trying to go to get something to eat, and everything was closed, and the Nike store was closed, and it was like not that much snow. Like, it was, you know what I'm saying? Here it wouldn't be a big deal at all. And then I remember it snowed. That tour was crazy, bro, because it snowed in Vegas and it snowed in Arizona when I was out there.
That's wild, bro.
And people were like blaming us because they were saying that we were like bringing the Michigan weather with us.
Okay, because who do you think I am? Aurora Monroe? You think I'm Storm?
I am.
That's how.
Mistress of the elements.
I call upon the winds of the rains. That sounded like The Rock just instead of Storm.
Right. But yeah, man, episode 103. I loved our top 5 last time. We did top 5 favorite films of 2021. So maybe we'll continue some movie stuff. But what are you into right now?
Hey, bro.
Currently?
Hold on, dog. You niggas. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, nigga. It's done. It's a wrap.
It's a done deal.
There's no more conversation about it.
Okay.
There's no more conversation about it, bro. I will not accept any more arguments. Matthew Stafford is a great quarterback. Period. The end. Period. That's what y'all. I mean, they keep moving the goalposts back. Oh, he can't. All he does is pad his stats. Oh, he's not gonna play. He can't win any winning. He doesn't win against winning teams. Started winning against winning teams. Oh, he doesn't do it in the playoffs. Got his first playoff victory. Oh, he didn't really have to do shit because the team was good. First of all, that's what happens when you have a good team is you don't have to fucking drag the corpse of your franchise across the finish line every week. Sometimes you just get to win because your team is fucking good.
And you know what I'm saying? At the expense of your health.
Right, bro.
Physically and mentally.
And I mean, if you want to use that argument, the fact that he led the weak ass Lions franchise to like a pretty good run while he was there is a testament to his brilliance,
bro. 100%. And look, you guys already know I'm not even Lions fan by any means, but I have always liked and thought Matt Stafford was an awesome quarterback. So much so that after our first year of having Kirk Cousins, I was like, yo, I'll gladly trade you guys for Matt Stafford.
I don't want no parts of Kirk Cousins, though.
I've always thought that Stafford was an elite quarterback, man. And it's just weird that people couldn't piece together that the Lions just sucked and their organization just
hold on.
Terrible.
Let me just say this. So they kept moving the goalposts back. Now they're moving the goalposts back to, well, what's going to happen when you play against Tom Brady, school shooter Tom Brady? And you know, when the lights are on, he can't win the big game. All right, that's what you want. All right, fine. How's this? You go up. You first of all, you start off dominating the game. Your team decides that they want to just throw everything away. They lose 4 fumbles, and Tom Brady's. And as much as I hate Tom Brady, he started Tom Bradying and started doing magical shit at the end of the game. All right, fine. Goes down. 42 seconds left, throws 2 career-defining darts down the field, no timeouts, led a game-winning field goal drive in front of the big lights, assassinated Tom Brady, maybe the end of his career. Did it in front of all of the critics. That's it.
What if Tom does retire and Matt Stafford?
They were saying that
is known as the
Brady killer. They were saying that. Somebody said shout out to Chris Orrick, formerly known as Red Pill. He said on my stat, like he said that he never thought he'd hear we may have just witnessed the end of Tom Brady at the hands of Matt Stafford.
That's t-shirt worthy.
Bro, he speaking of t-shirts, he put Tom Brady on a t-shirt, bro, on a fucking white tee. and he did it in front of the big lights, in front of all of his critics. That's it, bro. There's nothing else. There's no argument. We're not moving the goalpost to do the Super Bowl. Yep. No, we're not doing that. There's plenty of great quarterbacks in there. I mean, fucking Aaron Rodgers only won 1.
Yep.
Brett Favre only won 1.
Yep.
What's the guy that used to be with the Chargers? Phillip Rivers hasn't won any.
Yep. Drew Brees only won 1.
Only won 1, right? So like, you can be a great Hall of Fame elite quarterback without winning a Super Bowl, but you know what? He's probably going to get to one, and he might win one.
Yeah.
It's a wrap, bro. That's it. I don't want to hear no more conversation about it. It's done. I don't want to hear about it ever again, as Drake said. It's over.
Yeah, man.
Matthew Stafford is a great quarterback. The problem was the Lions, not him. The end.
And then when he had a good coach, you fired him because he was
racist, black.
Yeah, bro. Speaking of like, we'll get into that later.
That's what I've been into.
You've been into.
I've been into basking in the glory of Matthew Stafford.
That's what's up.
I think his first name is actually John. John Matthew Stafford. It's kind of weird, but whatever.
I'm gonna call him John Stafford. Yeah, man. That's what's up.
John Matthew Stafford is his name.
I fell back into the Pokemon. I don't know if I ever actually got out of the the Pokemon rabbit hole, but I went back down it. I'm actually playing it right now. Season Well, the next few episodes of Master Journeys came out on Netflix, and it's like the newer Pokemon shows are kind of like a little too slice of lifey for me. But the battles are they're really dope, so that's why I watch it. And then they bring back Gary too, and Gary's my favorite character from the anime. So
really,
yeah, they bring back Gary. It's dope. So I watched all 15 episodes in like 2 days, and only like 3 of them were good. But that's all right. But I battle all the time online and do ranked battle and stuff, and I just randomly decided that, you know what, I want a new challenge. I want to have a team of all dragons and see how good I can do in ranked battle with it. So I've been like in the lab breeding dragons, getting them ready for like online play, and I'm gonna see how good I can do right now, because I only have 2 that are like battle ready for competitive battles, and I have a Dragonite that's a beast, and I have a Dragapult that's a beast, but I'm about to get like a Hydreigon and a Salamence, and
I recommend the Steel Dragon. The
Duraludon.
Yeah.
He looks like a building.
He does, but I mean, he's got typing protection.
He does have good type, but like
I
just don't like the way that it looks.
I mean, I feel you.
I can't bring myself to use Pokemon that I think look stupid.
I feel you, but that's the way they be doing that shit on the internet.
Facts. That's all they do, man.
Let me pick the guys with all the sweet stuff.
Yep, that's all they do.
Yep.
It's annoying. But yeah, man. So I mean, but since we started off talking about sports, why don't we just jump around a little bit here? Sports check-in, man. Like, what's going on? I mean, we were talking about it before we started recording. Like, last night might have been the best. That might have been the best football game that I've like ever seen in my life.
Yep. It was. I don't even like football that much.
Right.
It's like my 3rd favorite sport, but it was entertaining. I can't deny it. It was. I was walking on the treadmill and I tuned into the. I watched all of the Bucks game, obviously the Bucks Rams game, but I tuned into like the last 2.5 minutes of the Bills versus the Chiefs, and who would have guessed that that's like all I needed to watch?
Oh yeah,
like nothing happened before then.
It was literally the greatest like 2 minutes of all
ever.
time.
I mean, like a lot of people are saying that might have been the greatest football game of all time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But can't get to those points without elite quarterbacks.
Guess who's elite?
Matt Stafford.
He's there. He's there. He's about to go to the Super Bowl, maybe.
Yep, it's very possible. So, yep. Guess who's elite? Matt Stafford, Pat Mahomes, Josh Allen.
Man, Josh Allen is. Hey, he put his critics to sleep.
Joe Biggie Burrow.
Joe Burrow. Jamar Chase, also the animal.
Monster. Dog, can you believe that LSU had Joe Burrow, Justin Jefferson, and Jamar Chase and Clyde Edwards-Helaire
on the same squad,
the same team?
There's no like debate around like why they won.
How's that even possible?
3 like stars in the NFL.
In the NFL, not
just regular players,
like
just,
franchise.
Right, these are
cornerstone.
These are elite all-pro guys,
pillars on their college football team.
Right,
that's crazy. But yeah, man. What about the Stones?
Good.
What's going on with your boys?
They've been playing well. I mean, look, bro, Cade Cunningham. Look, a lot of people are saying that Evan Mobley got this Rookie of the Year shit locked up.
I don't understand that.
Well,
I think Cade's been.
So the reason why they're saying that is because he's been super solid. He's been consistently solid all year. 15.7 rebounds, couple of blocks, playing for a surprisingly good Cavaliers team.
Yeah.
But like, if Cade Cunningham keeps up what he's been doing for like the second half of All-Star after All-Star break, when he's been averaging like 25 and 5.
Yeah. Cade's been good, man.
I mean, those are like LeBron James rookie year numbers.
Yeah, Cade's been good.
Like it's hard for me to imagine a scenario where if he keeps this up, where he doesn't win Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, Cade's been good. Getting a little discouraged about Killian. He got hurt.
Yeah.
So he did miss some time, and then I watched the game last night, and he like came off the bench for Corey Joseph starting.
Although, I mean, get Corey Joseph out of here, but I think he might have to go to the bench, bro.
Bro, get Corey Joseph off the team.
Yeah, forget him. Bring when Frank Jackson gets healthy, bring him to start
off the team.
But like, this isn't about Corey Joseph. Like, get him out of here. But like, I honestly think that maybe for his development right now, like, he might have to go to the bench and get his confidence playing against the second unit.
Yeah,
that could help him.
It's just like we said, man. A very Josh Giddey like player. Just do more. Just assert yourself, man.
Yep.
Make your presence felt more on the court. Warriors, man. Steph has been off. And
he has been shooting poorly.
He's been shooting pretty bad. I mean, I don't care. I don't worry about that. Clay's back, and I can't lie, man. I had tears in my eyes when Clay came back. It was, and then to see him like, he can still hoop.
Yeah, of course.
He's still good.
Yeah. Did we think he wasn't gonna be good?
I know, but it's just like when somebody gets an injury like that, and they had just back to back. Like, I gotta be honest, man. Clay, and obviously, like, he wasn't ever a super athlete anyway to begin with. But he doesn't look bad. Like, he doesn't look like he lost any steps.
Well, think about it, bro. He's had 2 seasons off of like rest, basically.
Right. So
like I don't think that hurt him. I think it helped him.
Yeah, and they're being smart too. Like, he's not playing the second game with the back-to-backs.
Right.
And they've been looking good, man. I told you before, bro, our kryptonite, dog. The freaking Memphis Grizzlies cannot beat the Grizzlies. Every time Ja Morant he destroys the Warriors every time
just an
they
animal.
play. It's just a bad matchup for them. Like, they just don't have
who do they have checking him?
It's usually
because neither Steph or Clay can can check him right now.
So last year Steph was on him a lot, and then they would have. And remember, last year was like the kind of weird year for the Warriors, and they were like good, but they didn't. They lost the play-in series. So like last year they would have Steph on him sometimes, then sometimes they would have like
Gary
Wiggins
Payton
on him a little bit. Well, now he guards him a little bit. I love Gary Payton.
He's like 28. I thought he was like a rookie.
No, he played. He spent some time elsewhere overseas.
Okay. I didn't know he was that old.
G League for a minute, but that dude is. I love him. He's a amazing athlete. He's only like 6'3", but he just plays like
super
he's
big,
bigger.
like athletic.
Yeah.
He reminds me of like what Bruce Brown was for the Pistons when he was playing well. Just kind of like a do the dirty work, like hard nosed defense,
Catch some lobs,
hit an open 3. Not gonna do too much. Just a solid guy to have on your team.
Yeah, he's really dope, man. I love him. But yeah, I mean the Warriors still been fine. Have you ever heard of James Wiseman?
No,
me neither. But yeah, man, shout out to Edmund. I know Edmund is really enjoying the book of Boba Fett.
Here, real quick before we move on, how do you feel about your rookies right now?
Okay.
Have you changed your opinion on your rookies?
Question. I have, man, and I have changed my opinion on Kuminga, and I did not like that pick at all, and I didn't like the player that he was. But watching him when he gets opportunities, and also I think they're being super smart with him too. Like, he's not getting like a ton of minutes, and when somebody's out, like, they'll start him. You know what I'm saying? And he'll get. I like him, man. He can score, and I think that he is taken to the defensive philosophy of the Warriors too. Like, he sits down on D, and he's athletic. Like, I like him, man. I straight up, I was wrong. I was wrong about him. He definitely changed my opinion of him. And I think that I'm a little worried about Moses Moody, because if you're going to be a shooter for the Warriors, you got to shoot the bloody cash. And he hasn't gotten many opportunities, but when he has, he's been a little, you know what I mean, little inconsistent. But I like his game. I love his game. He's super smooth.
Let me ask you this. I got Jeremy Grant for you. I don't want a first round pick, but would you be willing to deal whatever expiring contract you got, James Wiseman and Moses Moody? Are you doing that?
Ooh, let's see. Jeremy Grant.
And if you want to throw in a second round pick?
No.
No?
Nope.
Why not?
I would if Clay didn't come back, I would.
Okay, because there's no where you gonna play Jeremy Grant?
Last year, I would have did it last year for sure. But with Clay back, because you're not gonna. Who you gonna sit down? That's a good point. But Kuminga, man, he reminds me of, he's got a little Andrew Wiggins to him. And Andrew Wiggins is good, and he's been good his
whole
career.
We talked about that.
Like, what's wrong with y'all?
Dog, he's been like a 20 points per game guy on like good efficiency
his whole career.
But these fucking basketball nerds tried to tell you he was trash. Like, what are you talking about? He's always been good. Go look
at this man's stats right now.
Just because he didn't make an all-star team because he played in like...
I really fell in love with Wiggs last year when he was like the only player on the team that can get his shot off the dribble other than Steph.
Flat out good player. Like, I think people... Or were they mad because he didn't turn into LeBron James? Oh, I'm sorry. Like,
you know,
sorry I wasn't the second greatest player of all time. But like for a number one pick, he was... Nigga averaged 20.
Bruh, facts.
On good efficiency, period. Flat out good player.
Come on. That's it. End of story.
The end. Get out of here.
But yeah, man, I'm excited. I think the Warriors are gonna go deep in the playoffs. I'm scared, man. I'm scared. Jordan Poole, bro. I think we're gonna lose him.
Oh yeah,
because he has not been. I don't know if I agree with them sending him to the bench with Klay coming back. And I'm not saying that Klay shouldn't start, but like, what if they went like Steph, Poole, Klay, Wiggs, and then just Draymond and just play small.
Play super small.
Super small. Like,
I don't know if that's going to work. I mean, who?
And Dre's been out, right?
That's true.
He's been out, so maybe that could have something to do with it. But I just don't think that – I don't think they should have sent him to the bench because he's – and when he was coming off the bench last year, I think he was it was his thing. It was his role. So, like, he was but, like, I don't know if you've watched their last few games, but it's just weird. Like, you can tell he's kind of like, you know what I'm saying?
He needs to spread his wings and fly. You know what team would give him a great opportunity to do that?
Stones.
Come on home, son.
Hey, bro, I would absolutely love if he went to the Pistons.
Imagine him playing alongside Cade in the backcourt.
Woo! Hey, maybe we need to speak that into, you know, as a secondary Pistons fan. Maybe we need to speak that into existence.
I'm with it, bro. I'm with it. And I haven't given up on.
Let's get Jordan Poole to the Pistons, bro.
Look, bro. I've been nervous and I'm flat out like disappointed in what Killian has become. If he turns out to be good, that's fine. But I'm no longer at this place where I'm like wanting to hold him back.
I tell you, a player on the Pistons that I would take.
Who's that?
Is Trey Lyles.
Oh, sure. Like, you can have him.
If y'all traded if the Pistons traded the Warriors, I love Trey Lyles. If they traded the Warriors like a pick or two and Trey Lyles for Jordan Poole,
oh, hell nah. A pick or two?
Yeah.
Nah. Not gonna be able to do it.
Bro, Jordan Poole's
not gonna be able to do it.
Jordan Poole's gonna come in and average 25.
Probably, but the Pistons can't afford to give nobody no picks.
Bro, 25.
Nah, can't do it.
Whatever.
Look, bro. Here, check this out. I'll give you Jeremy Grant for Jordan Poole straight up. I would rather do that than give up a pick.
Okay.
And some people probably think that's an overpay because I think Jeremy Grant is perceived to have more value. But I think on the team, like I think Jordan Poole will be better value on the Pistons than Jeremy Grant currently is.
Got you.
You know, even if Jeremy Grant is a better player technically, like the fit next to Cade in the backcourt, bro, it's a wrap. Man. There's your backcourt for the next 10 years.
10 years, a lot of sauce.
Let's go. Now let's speak that. Yeah, let's do that. There. Let's do that.
Yeah, I love it. But yeah, man, let's move on to some nerds. Sorry, guys, we talked about sports for a long
time. Yeah, I'm saying.
Hey, well, actually,
that's the beauty of the SwordCast, man. We're just us. You know what I mean?
We can do it all.
Do it all. But yeah, let's talk about the book of Boba Fett, man. I'm caught up. I'm sure you're caught up.
Yep.
How you feeling so far? It's been a couple weeks since we discussed it. We got like the train episode that was dope with the martial artist trainer, the Tuscan tribe martial artist guy,
WMCA
or
master.
Could have been a woman.
I actually thought it was a woman. Yeah,
loved that character. That was awesome.
That's one of my favorite Star Wars characters ever, though.
Yeah.
That character and you know what I'm saying, Black Chrysanthemum on y'all niggas. God damn it.
Bro, with the charged up brass knuckles.
Dog, with the electro punch out gloves, dog. Bang bang Wookiee Street gang, god damn it, on y'all whole asses. Look, man, a lot of butthurt Boba Fett fans have complained that this show is like not enough badass Boba Fett, which is kind of like, all right, I'm not sure what show y'all were watching, but like,
let me say this because I've seen a lot too. I think that. So here we go, right? Here we go, fans complaining that Boba Fett doesn't have any, that he doesn't do anything, he doesn't have any backstory, there's not enough material on him. Boom.
we gave it to you. Wait, what are you
Wait
doing
a
here?
minute. Now, I liked the mystique better. You know
I liked it when he just jetpacked in and rocket launched people. Like, what are you, 12? Like, this is what are we doing here, bro? Like, come on.
I'll say this. I think it has been a little slow. I still like it, but I think the whole point is that they've been telling the story of him healing. He's been healing this entire time.
He's literally started every episode off in the back to tank with no eyebrows.
Yeah, for sure. And I think that we are building to. I think that you guys are gonna. I think they're gonna get that Luke. You're gonna get your Luke Skywalker.
Of course, man. Like, do y'all look, man? All of these series have been dedicated to fan service, basically.
Yeah.
Y'all really think that they don't know how much people love Boba Fett? Y'all really think they're gonna let him just like, hey, I'm just gonna fucking hire the Power Rangers and just gonna sit back? Like, no, he's gonna be. I'll be willing to personally guarantee that these last 2 episodes are going to slap. Mm-hmm. And it'll all be worth it. Like, they'll build up so you get to know about who Boba Fett. I've loved that. You know me. I'm here for some character building.
For some character development, man. Right.
And it's going to be worth it. Like, you got the character building. Like, you care about Boba Fett now.
Right.
You care about the Tuskens now.
And you got to understand that this isn't the Boba Fett. This is Boba Fett post original Star Wars trilogy.
Right. He's been in the Sarlacc pit for like
years.
Literally, that's okay. So let's think about this for a second.
Well, actually,
for a nerd question, because we know that the Mandalorian takes place like 5 years after Episode 6 or somewhere around there. So one or two things is true. Either he was in the Sarlacc pit for like 6 years, or he was with the Tuskens for like 6 years. One of those things
is true.
Because he came straight out of the fucking Tusken pit, or out of the Sarlacc pit, and right into the slavery or the custody of the Tuskens.
Yeah.
And then right after he left the Tuskens, we get the stuff that happened in Mandalorian and the Book of Boba Fett.
Yeah.
So like that's like we're gonna get the backstory. We care about Boba Fett. We care about the Tuskens. We care about this like super dope like crime underworld of Tatooine. And now you're going to get your fucking lightsaber or your flamethrower jetpack stuff in the next 2 episodes. You'll be fine. Everybody relax.
I didn't love the characters, the characters with the machine parts.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't like them.
They didn't. It was just a weird fit for me. They didn't.
I think my only problem,
like Star Wars characters,
I would have been fine with it if they. I think they like pussyfooted around it a little bit. Yeah. Like if you're gonna go there, go there.
Commit all the way.
Go with it.
Like,
it's
why you
okay.
don't got robot arms?
I think it's a cool. I don't mind them because I think it's a cool
concept.
I'm
saying like go all the way. Like,
no.
Why don't you have like crazy looking? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like I think that's the reason why people didn't like it is because they thought it was a little corny. Hey, here are like multicolored Power Ranger motorcycles.
Yeah,
and I get it. Like that was a little bit of a cheesy display, but I think the reason why it didn't work for some people is because they kind of just. They thought it was a cool idea, but were nervous that people wouldn't like it, so they just kind of
a little bit.
No, fucking do it. Like these guys were like war orphans. They got their shit blown off by stormtroopers, and now they gotta
man.
You know what I'm saying? Do it.
Hire this man.
And they was black and you know what I'm saying? Go give me some more. You feel me?
Hire this man.
You know what I'm saying? Like so, it's all good. It's all good. It's fine.
Hire this guy right here.
We do what we can around the SwordCast.
Hey, man, we try to give good ideas. We know that John Favreau's listening.
He listens, he listens to the SwordCast all the
time. But yeah, no, I'm with you on that. But I am excited for the next 2 episodes. Finnegan's been awesome, though.
Yeah, she's dope.
She's dope. So boom, Boba Fett.
And I want to say that when we finally got a fight scene with Black Chrysanthemum, that shit did not disappoint, bro. He got
the charged up That's just I love the and we talked about him earlier. He's got some Obi-Wan history in the comic books.
Some Boba Fett history too, I think.
Yeah, so
it's sweet. That's one of the coldest character designs in all of Star Wars, in my opinion.
He looks awesome.
He looks sweet, and he was socking the shit out of niggas, bro, with them Sonic knuckle dusters, dog. Sonic
knuckle dusters,
just knocking people's block off, dog.
Sonic pura. Yeah, he was out here. He was out here serving up knuckle sandwiches. But yeah, man, another show that I really enjoyed, The Witcher season 2.
Yes.
What did you think about season 2 and compared to season 1? And I guess, like, let's just go with that for now. What'd you think about season 2, and did you like it better?
I don't know. I think I liked it about the same. I liked that there was a little bit more action in season 2. There was some like when they fought against like the Spriggan, the tree thing. Mm-hmm. That was cool.
That was dope.
I like CIII getting developed. So for context,
CIII went from being like 12 to
she's
like 20,
19 now. Yeah, it's crazy.
But I think that had a little bit to do with like COVID. And
sure, yeah, it's been like 2 years off
of the show,
right? And like human beings grow. Like
I had to Google to see if it was the same
person
because she did not.
She looked clearly like she grew like 5 inches.
Yeah, she's like
in like
tall.
6 months.
It was crazy.
Yeah. But so I think that all of seasons 1 and 2 take place before the Witcher game. And all of the Witcher games actually, Witchers 1, 2, and 3 all take place after the books. I think.
So does the show take place before all the games, or just?
I think so.
The Witcher 3.
I think the Witcher game story is like a continuation of the books. Okay. And I never read the books, so this is all new to me. But what is cool is they reference all of this shit that's happening now. They reference that in the game, which is pretty cool. And I finally beat Witcher 3 after 100 years.
Which is nuts.
So I liked it, man. I thought it was good. I got a little confused with some of the names and some of the plots and just kind of like what's happening here. But I liked it. You know, I'm excited for when they actually. So what confused me was the Wild Hunt, right? Like the Wild Hunt is like the whole point of the third game. But
yeah, I thought they were gonna get into that more.
Well, they will in season 3, and I learned that, and I guess this is a minor spoiler, but in the game, that's actually your second time dealing with the Wild Hunt, because, and here's the spoiler, both in the books, both Yin and Geralt are like they like get captured by the Wild Hunt and have to and Ciri has to like deal with. I don't exactly know how it happens. I never read the books, but that's referenced in the game. And so in the game, when you deal with the Wild Hunt, it's like, oh shit, I remember those guys. Like they caused us problems before. So I'm very excited about season 3.
Yeah, because don't you have to get? Do you have to get Ciri back, or does Ciri have to?
Ciri is running from the Wild Hunt for like the whole game, and you finally. In like the halfway point, you catch back up with her.
Yeah.
And y'all have to team up together to stop the Wild Hunt from coming back.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a good game. Man, that game is fire, obviously, but
they need to put a patch in there to where Geralt looks like Henry Cavill.
Bro, I can't. It's hard to like play the game.
It is
now, and Yennefer too. Like I just don't see them as the character models. Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you? What'd you think?
I liked it, man. I still. Me being an action junkie, I still think that my favorite fight was from season 1 when he fights Renfrey. Remember the sword fight?
Mm-hmm.
That was really dope. But season 2 did have more action. I enjoyed it. I mean, I think it was dope. I guess this is technically the mark of a good show, but it's like it was over, and I was just like, that's it.
Yeah, one more. Yeah, that's. That's the problem with Netflix though.
Yeah,
like
that's 4 episodes, 20 minutes.
All right,
20-minute credits, 8-minute episodes.
Right. I'm done with this shit in a weekend.
Yeah, man,
I gotta wait 4 years until season 3. It's ridiculous.
It is tough. But yeah, man, going back to what we talked about last time when we were talking about what's an anime you're gonna check out this year. So I finally started checking out Ranking of Kings.
Okay, tell me about that.
We thought it looked trash. It's amazing.
Really?
Yeah.
Dog, how? I don't understand.
I've never really seen a show like it.
This shit looks so whack to me, bro. All right, okay, I guess I gotta watch it now.
It is just a heart, like, I've never seen a show like it.
Hold on, wait a minute. How many air combos, goddammit?
It's some air combos in there.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a couple air combos in there. It's a very I've never seen a show like it. Like, you should watch it. You should check it out. It's not that many episodes.
Look, man,
I don't want to give anything away.
All right, fair enough.
I just watch it. It's just one of those shows where the first episode will make you curious. Like, you'll watch the first episode and you'll be like, all right.
Okay.
And then you'll watch the next one and you'll be like, all right. You know, this is different. And then by the time you watch, you know, the third episode, you'll want to finish it.
That's kind of like how it was with Tokyo Revengers.
Yeah.
It was just kind of like after I found myself getting more and more interested, and then I look up and it's like 8 a.m.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So check it out. And I mean, I really love the animation style. It's cool. It looks good. I like the way it's animated. So.
All right. Well, I'm gonna check it out. Where can we find it?
It's on Crunchyroll now.
Boom.
Ranking of Kings. It's just it's a emotional ride, but it's very, very good. Like it. So yeah, man. Shout out to the homie Eric, the homie Handsome Bane, all the different aliases. That's our guy. He got us some comic books.
Oh yes,
some old books from his crib.
Let's check them out. Stand by.
So we are going to do a little crate digging and see if we can pull out something dope and see if we can remember what we are getting our hands on. Maybe find some dope from our childhood or something like that. So shout out to the homie Eric, Handsome Bane, the WrestleCast Power Hour. My man's got the greatest impressions of so many different wrestling personalities. But we're going to check out these comic books, see what we got here. Bang, boom, bang. Oh! Off top.
Immediately.
Sauce and fire. Immediately. Oh, man. Wait a minute.
Wait a tick.
Wait a tick. There's some good stuff in here. I'm not surprised, but okay, dog. All right. I'm gonna try it. So I'm gonna try to keep it at 1. Ooh! Try to keep it at 1. Oh boy. Yeah, there's some heat. There's some heat rock.
Oh yeah.
He's got some good stuff. Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go through all of these at some point.
Yes, sir. Oh, some fire. Infinity Crusade, Infinity War. Good stuff there. Got some Doom 2099. Remember the 2099 comics?
Oh yes.
Man, those are fire. Some Fantastic Four stuff here. I think I am going to got some X Factor. Oh yes, sir. Okay, I found mine.
Here, let me. I did some.
You want to swap?
Because I think I know what's in here. What's in that one?
There's some good stuff in there. Let's see what we got here.
Oh fuck yeah! Off top.
Whoops. Some Excalibur. Bruh, I thought I was the only. Okay, yo, Elf Quest. I thought I was the only person with.
Nah, he got like a ton of them
with Elf Quest comic books. That's kind of awesome and hilarious. Elf Quest was actually dope, and I had no idea that it was Marvel. It was like some fantasy, like
it was like Zelda,
like Lord of the Rings, Zelda type stuff going on. Like an Elf Quest anime would be fire.
Hell yeah.
If they ever decided to. Bro, do you remember this? The Max?
Yes, bro. Had an HBO show.
Yeah, it did.
Yep.
Wow. That's crazy.
Dog.
That's it. Oh man, Savage Dragon, bro, too.
Yep.
I used to love Savage Dragon. My man's used to wear the blue jeans.
Right.
That's fire.
Bro, Alpha Flight.
This might be the most. This is such a '90s box of comics.
Dog, look at this shit, bro. Ghost Rider had the sweetest, like
Yeah, that's
the
fire.
imaging for Ghost Rider used to be cold.
Man, Savage Dragon, man. This takes me back. I like Savage Dragon. My man's was like a cop,
Right, like
but he was like a dragon.
Yeah. Oh my God, the Infinity Crusade with this is okay, so this actually the Infinity War Infinity Crusade stuff, if anyone wanted to play the Guardians of the Galaxy game for PS5.
Oh, that's what they get into.
It's some of they deal with some of that.
That's what's up.
With like Adam Warlock and company, Fantastic Four, but all right, so I gotta go back to so there's two that stand out for me. There is the Maximum Carnage storyline.
Oh, I didn't even see that in there.
Yes, sir.
Let me see.
It's not all of it.
Yeah, but that's fire. Yeah, I remember that story was like spread out through like 10 different titles.
All right, it's got to be this, man. I mean, you already know how I feel about the Queen, bro. You know what I'm saying? Dark Phoenix X Factor. Let's go. This will be the one for me.
I'm gonna go with this Cable here.
Woohoo!
Cable had he had some really dope stuff in the 90s, and like if you were reading like New Mutants and X-Force, like the beginning of X-Force, his books were bringing in so many dope characters like Deadpool, Domino, Copycat, what's his name?
Longshot, Shatterstar.
Like Longshot, Shatterstar, like Black Tom Cassidy, like all those like X Factor and X Force characters like were all coming in through Cable stuff. So shout out to Cable, man. He's a pretty slept on like Marvel character.
Oh yeah, Cable's the man. He's one of my favorites. That whole like during the 90s, one of the most interesting plot points was like, hey, let's explore the Summers family tree.
Yeah.
With Scott Summers, Havoc, Gabriel Summers, Jean Grey, Cable, X-Man,
and they did
Strife.
It like all the time.
All the time. And they even flirted with like, is Gambit maybe a secret Summers brother? Because their powers are kind of similar. That thread is actually still hanging. There's still like possibility that they could pull on that thread again.
Oh, okay.
But like, you know, that's one of my favorite, you know, you had Mr. Sinister involved with all of that. He's the one who like kind of, he didn't exactly create Cable. Actually, he did create Cable. Didn't he? Created Cable, or he kind of like engineered the birth of Cable so that he would grow up to be able to defeat Apocalypse, who was Mr. Sinister's like master. So it's one of my favorite areas of comics is that whole exploration there.
For sure. And I remember, I actually have this at home too, and I remember reading the Cable series and like learning about Kane and stuff like that. Kane is in this story. He plays a kind of a big role in this story. But yeah, man, shout out to Eric for bringing those 90s old comic books here. There's some really good stuff in there. Probably have to look through it again.
Also, just to give respect, these comics are actually, they belong to Gary and Eric's brother, Aaron, who passed away. So rest in peace to Aaron Greenlee.
And shout out to Gary. I know Gary. I've met Gary a few times.
Gary is the homie from, I mean, he's obviously from Detroit, but he and I did a lot of music together. One of my closest friends. He lives in California or New York. I'm not sure. He goes back and forth.
Okay. Between
them both. But yeah, great guy, great family, stand up. Just the whole tribe is dope.
Yeah, man. So moving on just a little bit here before we get into this crazy hard top 5. What's your comfort anime, man? And what makes it your comfort anime? I saw this on the internet, And I thought this was an interesting question because just because it's your comfort anime doesn't necessarily mean that it's like your favorite.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or that it's like the best.
But I feel like mine might be.
Think so?
Maybe. I mean, I think that my comfort. So, first thing that came to mind is my comfort TV show is Star Trek Deep Space Nine. Just because it, like, the first show that I think of that, like, all right, like, I just. If you, it's almost like a lullaby, right? You want to go to bed and it's something that feels comfortable.
That's exactly what I think of when
so
I think of that.
Star Trek Deep Space Nine, like it feels like home, right? Like I just feel comfortable there. The anime that's closest to that feeling, bro, it might be Samurai Champloo, and that's my favorite anime ever. But it just like there's never been a piece of any kind of media, maybe ever, that has felt so perfectly aligned with all the things that I like love.
Yeah.
Than Samurai Champloo. So that might be. It's either that or like maybe the original Dragon Ball. That's another one.
Yeah.
Because it just makes you feel happy. Like it's just yeah, dog. You know what I'm saying? So maybe Samurai Champloo. Another one is Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah, man. Such a good show.
Brotherhood for me personally, but I mean they're both fantastic. Just because it's familiar, you know what you're gonna get. It's really, really dope. It's funny, right? Like it doesn't try to do too much. It just stays right where you kind of want it to be.
Yeah, and it's one of those, like, I remember being in high school and it was on all the time, and it was just always on late at night. You know what I'm saying? On.
I got one more. I got one more sleeper, bro. and you want to talk about that idea of like a lullaby, like it just makes you feel comfortable. How about this one, bro? How about Tenchi Muyo?
Yeah, man. That's another good one.
Because it used to be on all the time, like around like 10, 11 o'clock. I remember being at my grandmother's house, you know, falling asleep on the couch watching that. And also, bro, Tenchi Universe and Tenchi Muyo.
Some good stuff, man.
Back in like the original era of like Adult Swim and Toonami, used to have the sweetest like bumper music that accompanied it. That shit used to be so cold.
Yeah, man. Tenchi. Shout out to Tenchi Muyo. A lot of definitely slept on. Like a lot of people don't really bring it up, but it's definitely.
Bro,
like
I kind of thought because he used to be in that conversation with Inuyasha. I kind of thought Tenchi was better than Inuyasha personally.
Yeah, I like both. I think they're both good. I think Inuyasha gets kind of slept on too, man. Like that's a lot of people don't.
I just got irritated with.
I think Tenchi Muyo's got better characters though.
No question. Only thing I didn't dislike Inuyasha.
Man, am I gonna have to go back and watch all of the Tenchi stuff?
It's like 4 different series.
Yeah, I know. And there's like a couple movies too.
The only thing, and I'm not gonna hate on Inuyasha. I know that's a fan favorite.
Been a while.
It's just, bro, they played that shit every fuck. It was always on.
It was on too much
all the time, bro.
Oversaturated, and there's so many episodes, man.
Yeah,
it's like a lot of episodes too.
Anyways, what about you?
Yeah, man, you named some good ones, bro. I think for me, like obviously Samurai Champloo is my favorite. I think I'm talking about a comfort anime. Like it's probably between like Pokemon and like Rurouni Kenshin. Like a old like an old Pokemon show, like one that was good though, like Master Quest or like Orange Islands, like some of those ones, like that's that stuff, like. And Pokemon is just a form of media and anime in general that's just been there for so many different stages of my life, like kid, like teenager, like young adult, like grown man. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I always just been watching it forever. So probably Pokemon, and then Kenshin. Like I get the same feeling from Kenshin as like when we were talking about like the Tenchi stuff or like Full Metal Alchemist. Just like a show that has just been there for a long time, and that would always be put on when I was laying down and getting ready to go to bed. So probably between those two, man. Just some old classics that have been around for a while that I like to just put on when I'm not like actively searching for some new show to watch. Those are two shows that I always throw on. So.
That's a good question.
Boom, those two, Pokemon and Rurouni Kenshin. All right, man, let's go. Last episode, we did top 5 favorite films of 2021. And we're going to turn up the heat a little bit here, get a little crazy. What are your top 5 favorite films of ever? No restriction. No genre restriction. This is a hard one. What's your top 5 favorite movies ever? Kinda?
Of all time?
Like,
well,
yeah.
okay, sure.
That's
Whatever.
That's a ridiculous question, but
all right. Like always, I'm gonna throw Hail Mary. I feel very confident about 4 of them.
Okay.
I got a top 4 and like 3 honorable mentions.
That's how I am. Like I have a top 4 that's kind of been there. That I don't really see it changing. But then there's like 2,000 honorable mentions. You know how that goes.
So I'm gonna give you 5.
Okay.
I'm gonna do my honorable mentions, but
gonna highlight some of the other ones.
I'll just say that the number 5 is like not very secure. It's very loosely hanging on.
Right. But same here.
The top 4 are set though. There's no question there. So the original Drunken Master, bro.
Let's go.
Not the new one from 95. I'm talking about the one from like 1979.
With the good training montage.
Dog, the best martial arts training montage ever. Period. So good, dog. So good, man. Love that. I mean, it's not like the one from 95 wasn't great. That one was fantastic too, but the original one,
both crazy movies.
Dog, if you look, man, Bruce Lee's the GOAT, like we already know. But like I've said this before, this is one of my favorite takes, but like get out of here with Jet Li. Get out of here with anybody else, bro. It's Bruce and it's fucking Jackie Chan. Period.
Jackie.
That's it, bro. Like Jackie Chan was a motherfucker, dog. He was so
incredible, bro.
And he was like, again, like a lot of people have this myth that he was trained by Bruce Lee. Like, no, not really. Like he knew him. He was one of his stunt guys. They didn't really train together like that, but like he definitely knew him and respected him. And when his turn came to be like the next guy, he had so much respect for Bruce Lee. He was like, nah, bro, I don't want to be like him. I'm going to do my own thing.
Yeah, man.
And he turned into like the kind of goofy, funny guy. But like, don't get it twisted. Like, don't let that like confuse y'all to think that he wasn't nasty, bro.
Because when people think about Jackie Chan, they think, oh, the guy from Rush Hour. But like I think, the guy from Police Story, the guy from
Eagle Claw,
Drunken Master, the guy from Eagle Claw, the guy from you know what I'm saying?
What's the one?
Rumble in the Bronx.
What's the other
Meals
one?
on Wheels. He's got a crazy fight scene in Meals on Wheels. Super Cop.
That's the one. Is that the one where he fights the dude with
Who am I? There's so many.
Which one is the one where he fights the Korean guy with like the crazy legs?
That's Drunken Master 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I think he fights
coals.
him. Yeah, you're right. And he was drinking like gasoline, dog. Dog, come on, bro.
That's one of the best fights ever.
Super Cop, though, that one was nasty. I mean, he's a dog. Y'all didn't even know, bro. When he came to America, it's almost like when Shinsuke Nakamura came to WWE, bro. Like he's just having fun, bro. It's no big deal. Anyways, so the original Godfather, bro. Godfather Part 1. Me and my dad's one of our favorite movies. No matter what I'm doing, if that movie is on, I'm watching it to the end.
Word.
Just like in terms of just like, and I love like the mafia. I love like gangster movies. Like it's just a really interesting space to explore. No movie does it better than The Godfather. So those are my top 2 honorable mentions. And here's sort of number 5. Because I don't even know if this is my favorite Marvel movie, but just because of how important it was and how much it like meant to me and people to look like me, I mean, I got to give some respect to Black Panther. Rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman. And besides, and it like a lot of people, it was just because it was like, nah, bro, it was also sweet. It wasn't just because it was black.
Yeah, man, I've seen like people come in with that take.
Like, come on with this retrospective nonsense, bro. That movie was fantastic, period.
Kind of crazy.
Yeah, like it had hands. I mean, I know we kind of have some reservations about how much CGI was used at the end.
Yeah.
But
I don't know what's like. I just hate CGI now. I don't know why. It never used to bother me that bad, but
when it's done,
it's like
in action scenes.
Like that's why I didn't like Eternals. It was just too much CGI for me.
But then
it's like, what do you expect, bro? They can't fly.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Just like, it just like turns me off, and I just hate it.
But for every train fight scene, which was not my favorite part of that movie, but there's like for every scene like that, there's the fucking casino scene. That's like, bro, that's one of the best action sequences like ever.
I think slept on scene from that movie. I really love the beginning of that movie where
which part?
In the woods where it's like dark.
Oh my god, and he's just like stealth taking people out.
Yeah.
So fucking good, man.
Yeah, I really like that part.
So we're not gonna do this revisionist history, especially now that Chadwick has passed away. Like, we're gonna respect this movie. Like, it was great. It, Was it absolutely perfect? Like maybe not. And I'm not even sure if it's my number one favorite Marvel movie. It could be, depends on the day. But at just, in terms of having a special place and it being like earnestly, genuinely black as fuck, bro. Like, I didn't think they could pull it. I didn't think they could do it. I did not think they could pull it off, and they did. So shout out to Black Panther. So here's my top 4. These are the ones that are locked in, bro.
Okay, so we got the guaranteed.
Yeah, these are the Hall of Famers, no matter what, locked in. Number 4, Enter the Dragon.
Let's go.
My favorite Bruce Lee movie. It's the one that was like hit. Man, it is so unfortunate that he passed away, but like this was the one that was like a mainstream like blockbuster hit.
Yeah. And
it was about to push him. He was already a star, but the thing about Bruce Lee, none of us were alive back then, but from the way that it was explained to me like by my dad, Bruce Lee got more popular after he passed away.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But he was like on his way to being anyways, like the way that we see him now, he was going to get there anyways with movies like Enter the Dragon. And there was like a bunch of others like the TV show with the white guy that the Warrior was based off of, like that was supposed to be for him. Like he was about to hit like mainstream.
Supposed to be on the show Kung Fu.
Yeah, right. That's the one. Right. He was supposed to. He wrote that show, or he like pitched the original idea.
Literally used the white guy instead.
And it just makes me think, man. Like imagine like if he was still alive right now, like imagine getting like an old Bruce Lee as like a Jedi character, bro, or something like that.
Good actor too.
A great actor, bro. Like imagine he would have had a career where even after his body kind of slowed down, like what Jackie Chan has tried to do and unfortunately has not been able to do because he's not as good of an actor, but like trying to go into these serious roles where he still does some fighting, but it's a lot more like acting. Imagine Bruce Lee in that space. Imagine Bruce Lee as like a Yoda character in a Star Wars movie.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? But anyways, like the movie that got that started, and just like some of my favorite fight scenes, the fight scene with him and O'Hara, like with the Wing Chun style, like
and it's just like it's the most complete. It's the Bruce movie where you see him in every like facet that you've heard about,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Like it's got a little bit of everything that you've heard.
And it's like him finally putting all the pieces. But you know what? You know what really was supposed to be that movie? Had he got a chance to finish it, was Game of Death,
man.
That was going to be the one where it's like, all right, here's this like monster that I've created, and it was literally about his journey, right?
For
like going through the motions.
And you know what? The thing I don't like about that is the Game of Death is that like they tried to, because like if something like this happened now and the fight scenes were done, can you imagine how good of like a small like mini project would have came from it?
Yeah.
But like it was in the 70s, so they were just like, oh well, we gotta like
I kind
of like want his like daughter or something to like go back and take that footage and do something else with it.
I agree. Or maybe, and I don't know, this is maybe not the same thing, but like his daughter to like find a martial artist that you really trust to like go back and redo the whole movie, like the way it was supposed to be.
Andrew Koji.
I mean, shit, bro. Andrew Koji, he could do it. He's one of very few people that I would trust with that role. So yeah, the Enter the Dragon. Was it the film that had Bruce Lee's like you get to show off like the most Bruce Lee tech? Maybe not, but it was definitely the movie that had like. I mean, it brought it to the big screen.
It was Bruce fighting ninjas, man.
Bruce fighting ninjas. Bruce fighting fucking Shang Tsung from fucking Mortal Kombat, dog. Fighting like nigga Bolo, goddamn. Or he didn't fight Bolo. I think who fought Bolo? It was the white dude.
Yeah. O'Hara. O'Hara was the dude that he beat.
They broke that nigga's back. Right? Oh, so sweet. You had Jim Kelly took an L though. He got killed by Han.
Jim Kelly was so like on edge.
Bro, man, you come straight out of a comic book.
He didn't trust nothing that was going on that island.
I don't trust none of y'all niggas. What a great character, bro. Shout out to Jim Kelly.
Man, I love Jim Kelly.
All right, so Enter the Dragon, boom. Number 3.
Bang.
This is the reason why I love anime now. It's the reason why I'm probably a little bit crazy because I watched it when I was too young.
Oh boy.
It's gotta be Akira.
Let's go.
Favorite anime movie ever. Bro, I like am looking forward to watching it again as like you mentioned, bro, every phase of my life I revisit this movie and it's like it means a different thing to me each time I see it.
That's facts, because it's And you know, man, like I can't. Akira is it's such a good movie, and it's nothing like watching something you like when you're younger, and then going back and watching it, and then like picking up on new stuff every time you process it.
Yep. Like, oh, this is still amazing, and for new reasons now. And bro, the way that movie was animated is a fucking technical masterpiece, bro. Like it's just gorgeous, bro. Everything about it just looks amazing. Some of my favorite characters in all of anime, Tetsuo, Kaneda, even Kei, right? Like Kei had some moments in that show or in that movie. All right, number 2. This is a little bit of a sleeper. A lot of people are not familiar with this movie. This is definitely, I got to channel my inner film critic, my inner film nerd here.
Okay.
I'm going to go with Children of Men. Have you heard of this movie?
I have not heard of this movie.
This movie came out in 2005. It's this movie where like it's a sci-fi like psychological thriller, and you already know that's like hits me right in the sweaty button.
Hey, well actually,
it's a world where like there's been a fertility virus that's gone around, and like women have lost the ability to give birth, like period.
Wow.
So like there's stuff happening where like there are no more babies born, so like you are a celebrity if you're the youngest person alive, since there's nobody being born after you. And so there's a lot of shit that happens. It's like a post like apocalyptic authoritarian regime where like people can't enjoy art, and it's just like super kind of 1984 type shit. And the gimmick or the main, it stars Clive Owen, who I'm not really a huge fan of, but like there's this black woman who like has a baby all of a sudden, like out of nowhere. And there's this one scene where there's like this gunfight. It's like, it's not really like an action movie like that, but there are a couple of scenes where there's some like high intensity like combat happening. And there's this one scene, bro, it's just like breathtakingly amazing, where there's like a full on battle between one side versus the other. They're all shooting at each other, blowing up buildings.
What's the name of it? What's it called?
Children of Men.
Children of Men.
And so there's a woman that was pregnant, and the goal is they were trying to rescue this woman that was pregnant because they were trying to like keep her, whatever. I don't know. I don't remember why. So she gives birth like on the battlefield, and there's this ridiculous like one shot. I'm a sucker for like one shot fight scenes.
Oh, me too. Yeah.
There's this one shot fight scene where they go through the battle, and it's like 15 minutes long, and the baby is born, and like you hear the baby crying, and everybody just like stops shooting. And
you told me about this movie before. I wonder what we were doing when
I don't know. Probably top 5 movies of all time.
Yeah, maybe.
Like but it's just if you don't want to watch the whole movie, I would encourage you to watch that scene. Just like from a movie making perspective, it's just haunting, bro. It's like, yo, like I can't describe it as fire. Super dope. Great movie. I already know like Josh and Edmund, they both have, I'm sure, seen this movie and probably have opinions on it. But
word up.
Second favorite movie ever, but you already know what number 1 is. We've done this before, goddammit. It's The Matrix, dog.
Oh boy.
Movie so sweet, dog. Come on.
It is.
I've talked about it enough. I don't got to say nothing else, man. The Matrix, boom. Number 1. So my top 5, we got Black Panther, Enter the Dragon, Akira, Children of Men, and The Matrix, boom.
I love it. All right, man. Boom. That's fantastic. All right, man. Kind of like you, there's so many movies that I love. So this is going to be difficult. Got some honorable mentions here and there. And then we will get this top 5 list crack-a-lacking. All right, man, let's go. Some honorable mentions real quick, man. House of Flying Daggers, man.
Oh, man, I can't believe I forgot that one. I love that show.
House of Flying Daggers, amazing movie. You guys already know, like, wuxia is probably like my favorite movie genre, just because it's always such a amazing blend of like the sword play, but also there's always so good to look at, man, and there's always like just amazing cinematography going on. With the way that they shoot the movie. Like House of Flying Daggers has the bamboo scene, and it's got like the snow scene at the end, and it's just, it's like it's your typical like tragic love story, but it's just an amazing movie to look at, man.
What about the scene, I can't even describe what was happening.
With the waterfall sleeves, which is like hitting the drums with the sleeves.
With like the she was like weren't like nuts or peas or something involved with it as well.
Yeah, she was like breaking them with the sleeves.
That part was dope.
And she was the blind. She was blind. Yeah, just amazing movie to look at and listen to. Like House of Flying Daggers is it's one of those movies where like you could totally watch it like on mute and like just play music. You know what I'm saying? Because it just looks so good to look at. Another movie, man, as like an honorable mention for me is obviously Shang-Chi. Loved it. One of my favorite movies of all time. Favorite Marvel movie. Amazing fights. They did a good job with the CGI. Definitely my favorite Marvel movie of all time. I got a phone call here. Can you pause it?
Sure.
Sorry, guys.
All right, boom. Back on deck.
Boom. All right, back on deck. But yeah, man, Shang-Chi, classic. Another honorable mention, man. And I can't believe that I am about to do this list with no Bruce movie in the top 5, but I gotta go with Way of the Dragon. That's my favorite Bruce movie.
That one was great.
Way of the Dragon is fire. It's hilarious. It's
wait, hold on. I always get this confused.
Okay.
Way of the Dragon is not Return of the Dragon, right?
No, Way of the Dragon is actually.
Because you know those Bruce movies have like different names.
No, I think it is. I think they call it Return of the Dragon or Way of the Dragon. So that's
Chuck Norris.
Chuck Norris. Yeah.
And is it also the same one where he fights the samurai as well? He like kicks the light out.
That is Fists of Fury, I think. Or because Fist of Fury is also Chinese Connection, or the Big Boss, or what? Big Boss is, and then Fist of Fury and Chinese Connection are the same.
And Big Boss is something. Big Boss must be the one where he fought.
I think that is, yeah.
Because Chinese Connection, I know that one pretty well. That's when he fights the whole
school.
The whole school.
Yeah.
Man, that one might be my second favorite. That shit was fire.
Throws my man's.
But man, every Bruce Lee movie is fire, bro. So it's not even.
They are, man. There's no question. And then another honorable mention, man. I gotta go with Duel to the Death. It's like an old martial arts movie. It's so fire. It's like this. It's like a samurai, and then it's like a Chinese swordsman, and they have like this tournament every year where like they fight to the death, and then whichever side wins, they're like the better one. It's such a good movie. It's got like it's like so chaotic because it's like this.
I just wanted to point out that the whole reason why I set this room up like this is so that Cloud would sit there,
and he never sits.
And this is the first time he's ever sat there. Good job, buddy. Good waggy tail.
You're on the show.
Good waggy tail.
You're on the show. But all right, man. Let's go. Let's get into this top 5. Coming in number 5, man. Ooh, this is tough. Coming in number 5, I had to go with one of my favorite movies ever, The Matrix. The first Matrix movie.
Let's go.
I remember seeing this movie for the first time, blew my mind, had no idea what was going on. Watched it more when I got older, understood it more.
Oh, this shit's sweet. This shit's sweet as fuck.
Literally, that's my reaction. Incredible. Love it. It's amazing. So good. We talked about it a lot. We did a whole episode dedicated to the Matrix not too long ago. So yeah, man, first Matrix, amazing. Story, the way it looks, like I told you before, I love that like little green tint that the movie has. It's fantastic. Coming in at number 4, I had to go with the first Ninja Turtles movie.
Fuck! Shit.
Coming in at number 4, the first Ninja Turtles movie. I mean, no movie defines my childhood like this one.
Yeah, bro.
Just man, the way they've never gotten Ninja Turtles more perfect than this movie. Like the way the turtles look, the way Shredder looks, like the mood.
I got the tape upstairs right now. I got that shit upstairs.
Man, it's so good. It's just a classic. It's my favorite movie from my childhood for sure. Coming in at number 3. Ooh, this was tough, man. I really had to get an anime movie in here because I love anime so much, and some of the anime films have like had such a big impact on me. I'm gonna go with Princess Mononoke.
Oh, that's another 3, bro. One.
Like, yes, I'm an action junkie. Yes, I love Ninja Scroll. But like, Princess Mononoke is so. It's such a beautiful movie to look at, man. It's just like. It's just like I have a really soft spot for Disney movies because of like my kids and stuff, and I've seen so many Disney movies. Princess Mononoke is just like a concrete like fantasy masterpiece, man. It's
have you showed your kids this yet?
They have not seen. They've seen a lot of Ghibli movies, but I haven't showed them Princess Mononoke
It's
yet.
a little.
It's a little.
It's
I
a
don't
little.
know if they're ready for it.
But I think probably Jayless
Jay
might be ready.
able to see it, yeah. But it's my favorite anime movie. It's such a beautiful movie, man. I can't say it enough.
Yeah.
And coming in number 2, man. Come on, man. You already know Star Wars Phantom Menace Episode 1. I don't care. It's my favorite Star Wars movie. It's my favorite Star Wars movie. This is the one that got me to watch all the Star Wars movies. And I mean, I've watched it all the time. Watch it like every year. I love it. It's my favorite Star Wars movie. It's my second favorite movie of all time.
I'm not gonna say that I like that movie, but I will say that in retrospect, it might be, we might have been harder on it than we needed to have been.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the case for that and Revenge of the Sith.
I flat out fuck with that movie off top.
Yeah,
like, it was already.
I think people look back on some of the prequels now, and they kind of are like, they're not so bad. But definitely Phantom Menace, love it. Second favorite movie of all time. Number 1, you guys know what my number 1 is. Everybody in the world knows what my number 1 is. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Favorite movie of all time. Beautiful story. Amazing movie to look at. Best movie fight ever between
which one? Because there are a lot.
Zhang Ziyi and Michelle Yeoh, the GOAT, the Queen Mother.
Yes, sir.
Incredible fight. Jin Yu, one of my favorite just characters ever. The Green Destiny, favorite like fictional weapon ever. Such a good movie, man. My movie stunts. Like I saw this on Twitter too, like a couple weeks ago. I was like, "What's your?" I saw that movie in theaters flex, and mine is definitely Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, and I remember it so well. Like I remember, I was really bad at math when I was a kid. My mom used to make me go to this math tutoring classes, and I used to just ruin my day because I had to do it on Friday.
Oh God!
And it was horrible. I was like, I'm gonna start my weekend off by going to math tutoring. I remember one day she was like, "Hey, you want to go see a movie?" And I'm like, "Yeah, And she's like, she's like, "Well, there's some Chinese movie. It's like a kung fu." I'm like, "Oh, let's go see that." She took me to see Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, man. First movie I ever saw in a theater where I had to read the subtitles. Changed my life. Amazing. Love it. It's favorite movie of all time. That's my top 5 favorite movies, man. And I do not regret this list. Like I think this is it. I think that's
a solid list.
Number 5, The Matrix, the first one. Number 4, Ninja Turtles from the 1990, the first one, incredible. Number 3, Princess Mononoke. Number 2, Star Wars Phantom Menace. And number 1, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, man. My top 5.
Let's go.
Boom. All right, man. Time restrictions. I got to get out of here so I can go pick my kids up in the snowstorm. All right, y'all. Thanks for listening. Peace.
Whoops, big mistake. I forgot Ninja Scroll, man. So now I'm going to have to redo my list. So it's going to be number 5, The Matrix. Number 4, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the original. Number 3, Ninja Scroll. Number 2, Star Wars Phantom Menace, Episode 1. And number 1, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. I forgot Ninja Scroll, man. That's my baby. 90s, over-the-top, ridiculous action ninja movie. Shout out to Jubei Kibagami. That was unfortunately my reckless start to anime, and also the movie that ruined my chances of renting anime videos from Blockbuster without my mom checking it first. Ninja Scroll. Still shout out to Princess Mononoke though.